This video may possibly have either profanity, gore, nudity, violence, or sexual content. If there are, do not take any of these too seriously. If you cannot, do not continue watching this video if you are offended by any of these. This is your final warning. I'm f***ing serious. Did he just f***ing bleep me? Oh, hell nah! You cannot do that to me! I am an individual being who has the right to speak whatever the f*** I want! Stop that, you piece of shit! Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Game Reaction Time. And whatever you're looking at right in my eyes really closely, if you do have sharp eyes and you do see it right in my camera, please don't ask me what it is, okay? I just don't want to talk about it. This one is another Phoenix Wright episode, so this will be my last episode of Phoenix Wright. This trial over here, this might end today. Because, I'm gonna be having my break next week, so I just did that for myself, okay? Okay. Anyways, it's called Everyone Missed This Tiny Detail That Showed the True Criminal. Because I complained in my last episode. Anyways, let's just get started.
Hey, I'm Jay from the Kubz, guys.
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is the final day of the trial of Miles Edgeworth. We are going to do everything we can to save him. If you guys are cool with that, you down with that?
Everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go.
December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Order.
This is
I
it.
just can't stop with the
Judgment
order.
Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things.
A lot of things.
Whoa!
Whoa.
What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday.
Aww.
Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial.
Shouldn't
Good luck,
just
Nick.
showed that evidence right
thanks,
in front of him
Maya.
in the first place. Or that would have
Edgeworth is
happened.
looking glum as always. I hope Aunt Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Oh yeah, don't push him.
Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya,
Just keep your hands to
maybe you
yourself
should go
because...
outside and discharge?
Yeah, right.
Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
1 second later.
Help, pal!
Even Gumshoe.
He got shocked too? What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning.
Morning.
How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker.
Oh, you did?
I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Okay,
Thanks,
so where is
Detective
he?
Gumshoe. You must be
show
tired.
him later.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie.
Haha.
Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past?
I think
He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it.
I think that's the only vital information that he
Yeah,
remembers.
because the parrot can repeat the DL6 incident thing.
Yeah.
Duh. December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 3. How could the parrot know what to say if that guy never taught him what to say? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
Okay, Judge now.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well.
Even the judge is
We
scared
have
of
reached
him.
the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Yes,
Understood.
please. So decisive.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von
Yeah,
Karma,
right.
your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's
Of course.
trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer.
Murder.
However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the
It's
witness
all
into the
of his
courtroom.
plans. It's all of his plans.
Of
Oh,
course
there
he's
he
sleeping.
is.
Because why not, right? Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition,
Witness,
he has currently
quote,
lost memory
unquote,
of his name and
witnessed.
identity. Witness! Why did you run away yesterday? What? Objection already to the judge? The
Really?
witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see.
Seriously,
well.
you don't have to say
Please begin
objection
your
to the
testimony.
judge. Rude ass motherfucker.
Wake up!
Wake your ass up.
Witness testimony. Why I left court. All right, guys. Witness testimony. The first one of the day. Lucky.
Yeah, all locked in. Even though.
I'm really sorry about just
feeling
leaving
like
yesterday
this.
like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing.
What were you doing,
I
though?
went to buy some food for Polly. See? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one.
Oh, you
So
did
my
have a
testimony
motive.
yesterday's
Oh, you
dead
did have
as
a
is.
motive.
Okay, there's some holes in there. I
Yeah,
see
there's
some
some
leaks.
holes. Yeah.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
Yeah, but
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Let's go, Phoenix. Let's do this. Cross-examination.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm really sorry about just
Cross-examine
leaving
that
yesterday like I did. Okay,
shit.
that's fine. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. See, okay, he said it. Oh, we are gonna hold it.
Hold it.
Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
Right.
But you weren't arrested until this morning.
We believe
Why
you.
didn't you go back to the
Quote,
caretaker
believe you.
shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see.
Got lost, loca.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost?
Oh, dang it. Come on.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses.
Now. Right?
I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. How do you know, huh? How do you know that? You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The
Shut
witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of
Shut
who
up,
he is.
shut up, shut up, shut up.
If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
First things first, I have to prove this man is who he is. Do that, and the motive will prove itself. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright.
Really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Okay. The erstwhile companion of the bow shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. File on the DL6 incidents. Photograph of the scene of the murder. And taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. Still bears clear ballistic markings. Okay. I don't know what the importance of that is, but we're gonna figure it out soon.
I think it's
Let's
the
see here.
DL6 file.
see here.
Or the polybird.
I think that we are gonna wind it up, and we are gonna use the pair one top of the homie DJ Screw. Objection!
I hope that's.
This
Oh,
evidence
it's not.
clearly.
No.
I'm gonna get a strike.
Fuck!
I thought we were gonna reveal with the parrot that the parrot knows about the DL6 incident, but I think that we gotta use the DL6 case file, so
Yes,
we're gonna
yes,
wind it
yes.
up again and
Objection!
Oh!
Fuck!
Okay, I guess we gotta question this. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright.
Oh, shit.
This witness has
You
no memory
whack.
of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Because you should have shown. the
Might I
perfect
say something,
evidence
Mr. Wright? Yes?
Until
Yes, Your
you
Honor?
just showed it karma.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But, does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Yes.
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies! Yes, discuss those lies.
Yeah, that's right.
Order!
Order in the
Order.
court. Order.
Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or Are you saying you know who this witness is?
Yes.
Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now, this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Bon Karma.
Right.
I know, he was just shocking my titties yesterday. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. He is Yanni, mother-sucking Yogi.
Yeah.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Dun 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 dun. Dun.
Yogi? That name seems familiar.
Ask him.
Oh, Yanni Yogi? From the DR6 incident? It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
Right.
But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
That related to the DL6 incident.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright.
Oh, shut
This
your
man,
yapping.
this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the courts? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor,
Simple?
please take this man's fingerprints.
Oh,
Then,
fingerprints?
we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file from Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense.
Wow.
Huh?
The evil
I'm
laugh.
so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints?
What? No fingerprints?
How?
Are you freaking kidding me?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my
chemical
fingers
plants.
working with the stuff. Yep.
Oh my gosh,
What?
are you kidding me now?
Yogi, you sneak! You burn your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Dang.
Hmm,
I hate
Well,
that.
if
Like,
the
you
witness
have to burn
has
your
no
past away
fingerprints,
like that.
I guess
So
we
no
will
one
not
can
be able
trace
to
you down.
prove his identity.
Fascinating.
No.
I'm not gonna be planning that.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose.
You can't lose. You can't
There
lose
has
like
to
this,
be
like
another
this.
way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are we gonna do?
Shock him.
I didn't even consider that he might
Yo,
have erased
Maya,
his fingerprints.
shock him.
What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine this parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma.
Wait, parrot.
Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot.
Yes.
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Yes,
The pet
yes,
parrot.
jury. Pet parrot.
Order in the court.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
No.
Yeah, object that, Phoenix. Wait
Yeah,
a
that's
second.
right.
You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma.
Woo.
I have a right to do so as you suggested.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this,
Yes.
and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy.
It's not crazy because we know
Well,
what the
still want to go
code
through
word
with your
is.
little game? Yes, I'm doing it, of course, because we know the trigger words
Yeah.
to get Polly to say what we want them
Come
to
on,
say.
Polly.
So let's get it.
Yes, we're doing this.
Let the
shit.
parrot take the stand.
Yeah.
I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
I want to see the parrot run
This is the
from the
most
stand.
ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
You made a
Von
ridiculous
Karma's written every
suggestion,
person's
and
testimony,
we did it.
every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
I have the
Let's
parrot.
go.
Her name's Polly.
Cross-examining the parrot.
Hey!
That's quite a bird.
Yeah, quite a bird there.
Please tell us your name. Alright guys, witness testimony on the bird. Right eye, left eye, lock in. Hello, hello. Huh?
Gawk.
That's
Just
it.
say the name.
That's what we do. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right.
Say those words.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
Say the code words.
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? How do we get him to talk? I mean her, sorry. How do we get her to talk? Hello, hello, squawk! Okay, hold it! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify.
Oh my gosh.
Maya, you talk to her. All right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? What's your name? What's the safe number? Have we forgotten something?
Yes.
And then she's gonna say, "Gawk, DL6 incident, gawk."
Yes.
As I recall, 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Gawk, don't forget DL6. Gawk.
Yeah.
See? Told you guys.
Yeah.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Yes.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, huh?
What the?
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Why?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Or you had something to do
Wait.
with it.
Don't tell me Von Karma expected this.
Yep. He suspected it. Such a piece of shit.
He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? How would he even know that?
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
Yeah. Okay, that is
Okay, we gotta do it again, guys. We gotta pick a different choice this time, though. This time we're gonna say, what's your name?
Could be that, yeah.
Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly, what?
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly.
Of course.
Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course.
Yeah, of course. Like,
Yes, it
who
does.
could have named her Polly anyway?
Ah, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi.
Yeah.
All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... what?
Polly.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Let's do this. The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... DL6. Present.
Oh, is it?
The DL6 case file?
Shut up.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Case summary, victim data, suspect data. Suspect data!
Oh, is it suspect
It's on the
data?
suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. It does say that, yes? What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Yep.
Exactly, Your Honor.
Oh.
He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he renamed his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible.
Yeah, very possible.
A mere coincidence, that's all. My
you don't
granddaughter
believe
has a
that.
dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old.
FBI, open up!
And pretty much like I get the bailiff
Hello.
with me right
It
now.
is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence.
Shit.
Right. But what?
But what?
Very well, witness. You may continue. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yaniyoki. I know that. Okay,
yes.
this time we're gonna choose what's the safe number.
Can we try that?
Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Sure.
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parent. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. It does,
yes, it
because
does.
it's the safe inside of his shack. Duh. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof.
Oh my god.
What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? It's gotta be the DL6 case file again, because that's how we found the other file, the revenge note, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the safe number? Case summary, victim data, suspect data. Date 12/28/2001, location elevator, district courthouse. Air and elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Okay, it's not victim data or suspect data. It's gotta be case summary.
Could be case
It's on the
summary?
case summary page. The case summary?
Because it says 1228.
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago.
Yeah, right.
And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah!
Ooh, do you get it?
Use the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
Vital
I see.
information.
It certainly is an interesting coincidence.
Vital information.
People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Yep.
Wow, this is not tangible proof.
You're not
I set
tangible
my
proof.
ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number one.
Ha!
Come
Now
on.
everybody can use those information
Oh my
instead.
god. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. What an awesome reason to have 001 as your ATM pin. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
No. It's
True,
not.
that is a possibility.
I mean, yeah, it
However,
is, but like,
two coincidences
it's true.
at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Let's go. We did good, guys. We did good.
Yeah, we
Blow
did
that
good.
snot bubble and let's get to it. Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember.
Oh, shut up.
No, it's okay.
Oh, what?
Whoa! What the? Yo, he looked like a new man. I've accomplished what I wanted to. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different.
Oh my gosh.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally.
Yes.
He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity.
Oh, wow.
Acting for 15 years.
15
Well,
years?
give him an Oscar, because bravo. Bravo, Yanni. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Yes, this very court, jury.
Yes, this very.
Order!
Order in the court. Order.
Yanni Yogi! So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me he would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my
Wow.
social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it! Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter.
Ooh.
Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Wow. Speechless.
Von Karma! Where is Mr. Yogi?
Speechless.
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least.
Huh.
Very well.
Okay. Okay.
Will the defendant please take the
I'll
stand?
take that.
Oh, man. I'm worried about him, guys. This is the very last day before that trial gets completely wiped out.
Yes.
So he can still be declared guilty on that, so I'm nervous for him.
Yeah.
There are few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you're cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond.
Wow.
Any objections?
Come on, Edgeworth. Please.
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Yay! Don't.
Yeah, bring down that confetti all over my face. I'll
Okay,
take
now
it.
don't do anything to,
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Court is adjourned. Okay, nothing happened. Oh, wait.
Who? Did someone just say objection?
Wait, what?
It wasn't Von Karma.
No.
Wait, but that means...
No, not
No.
you. Edgy boy, no.
No, Edgy boy, no!
No! Why?
Your Honor. I object to your judgment.
What?
What do you mean?
No, don't even say it.
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge.
Yeah.
But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty.
No,
He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Raise an objection, leave it to Edgeworth. Uh-oh. Do we leave it to Edgy Boy or do we raise an objection?
Yeah,
you know,
we
we
have to
gotta
raise
protect Edgy. We
Yes.
gotta do it.
Yes.
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
More objections?
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
Right.
That would be Larry. Harry
Right.
stinking freaking butts. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right.
Oh,
We have a
fuck.
duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, boy.
Edge.
Edgy boy.
Edge,
Come on, man.
come on.
For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Johnny Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died?
Oh, come on.
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident.
No.
It was me.
Oh my gosh.
Your Honor, I confess
Edgy.
my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The
No, that
culprit
was an
is
accident.
me. Then why are you pointing at Phoenix? Order!
And in the car.
This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today.
Right?
I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold the trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
No.
What?
No,
Come on,
no,
man.
no,
You guys
no.
weren't even alive back then. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess.
Oh,
During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, dude.
Ay,
I
ay,
thought
ay.
we nailed that. And then maybe
Yeah.
Edgy was going to, zip his mouth, but nah.
He
December
won't.
28, 2:24 p.m.
Ay,
District
ay,
Court, defendant
ay.
lobby number 2.
Ay, 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 ay.
I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort.
Yes, you did.
Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad?
It was an accident.
I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
But it was an
This is
accident.
crazy. Just crazy. Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what?
What case?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
Whoa, what?
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court.
Wow, but...
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tie in your belts. The real fight is just beginning.
Whew.
I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
He's a warrior
Right.
attorney. Warrior. Right.
Okay. I'm glad it didn't say to be continued. I was worried. I was looking at the bottom right. I was like, is it gonna say it? But we're about to jump into it right now, so let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Right
Now
here,
then,
right now.
I would like to resume our trial.
Dang.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
Say that.
No, Your Honor. On karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Huh.
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? What if we wait until midnight, when the statute of limitations runs out? Then he'll be innocent no matter what, because the whole thing's gonna run out, right? Come on, guys.
Right?
I'm trying to find loopholes.
Right.
I'm trying to be my best lawyer.
Yeah, you're the
Will the
best.
witness state his name and profession?
You're the best and also the best judge.
Miles
Say-
Edgeworth.
Ah,
I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the courts. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something.
what?
One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Key?
Please, please. What detail? Okay,
What
guys,
detail?
witness testimony. We gotta lock eyes on Edgy Boy. I know you all love him, so you're
Yes.
already locked in. Let's go. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator.
Of course, you do remember that part.
My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure
Florida.
and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day.
But whose scream was
That's
that?
all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours.
Goddamn.
The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! Same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well.
Well, it's just because of the
Mr. Wright,
oxygen.
your cross-examination, please.
It's just temporary.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not permanent.
All right, let's try to find some holes in this one, guys.
Yeah.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. That seems good.
Yeah.
As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator.
Yeah, that seems
Okay,
good, too.
I might question that one, but not yet.
Okay.
My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Hold it!
Yeah. Yeah, hold it.
What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling, in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. Okay, hold that!
It was a gun. Kabang.
What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's.
He
The
dropped
safety
it by
must have come off when it
accident.
fell from his
Total
holster.
accident.
And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting.
Hold it.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
Dang.
So, you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. Okay, hold on
Okay.
real quick. I gotta see what evidence I have, because we have
Wait,
the bullet.
Yeah, the
The
bullet.
single bullet that was in Edgeworth's dad's heart still bears clear ballistic markings, okay? that was taken from his heart. Photograph of the scene of the murder. Okay, let me check this real quick. Photograph of the scene of the murder. Let's see here. Wait,
what?
So, why is there a bullet hole inside of the elevator window?
Yeah.
Was he standing behind there like that? Like, was he standing towards the window? I don't know.
Or he... No, how about you use that?
So I have these two pieces of evidence, right?
Yeah.
And what else do I have? An old photograph, the L6 incident, Exhibit A is written on the back. Okay, Misty Face photo.
No, you don't have to use
that. Taken
that
automatically on 12:25 at 12:15 a.m. Misty Face photo. The photograph and the markings are the only pieces of evidence that I have in this case, I believe.
How about the photograph
So let's hold this.
Gregory?
The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream.
Can you use the photograph?
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Hold it!
Oh, okay. Just keep
to this day?
asking.
To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now.
Can we hear it too?
I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick.
Okay.
Okay, that day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials.
Okay, go to the very end of it.
Okay, let's go back to the one where he said he heard that scream.
Yeah.
And then let's question that. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Okay, so let's see this. Let's check this. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at the time. No clues found on the scene. Defense attorney trapped in elevator, returning from lost trial with his son. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Wait, twice?
Hold up. There's a contradiction right there.
Yeah.
Hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to when he said he heard one shot. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. Okay, there it is, guys. Single gunshot. We are gonna wind it up right now. You guys are doing it with me, right? All right. Objection! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream.
And then it's when you black out?
Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see.
Hey, not
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Hey,
no, don't object me. I have the evidence. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. I can because I just pulled it up, baby.
Huh?
Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
That is for
victim
you,
data, take that! Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Twice, not once, but
twice, jury. Twice!
Oh, no.
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Yeah, that's the question.
You guys know. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
It could be Yogi, though. I mean, like,
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident.
The day before the
There is
incident?
no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
Oh, yes it does.
What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, because you saw the photograph.
Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case?
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
I'm gonna just say yes.
Yes.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible.
No, it's not.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Is it the bullet? Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Okay. It's either the photo or it's this bullet right here. So let's present this first.
That one? Are you sure?
Mr. Wright, please think how we feel having to look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us ridiculous evidence, I feel, well, mocked.
Fuck!
Try again, Mr. Wright.
Oh,
crap.
shoot.
You know what?
Don't
It's gotta be
even
the
do
photo
that.
then.
Yes,
Let's do
it was the photo. I was right.
Look at this
Should've gone to my
photograph.
instincts. What the
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime, 15 years ago.
Oh, edgy
I
boy.
can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
Edgy, don't have a breakdown.
Let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Well,
Your Honor, please get a clue.
right. Can't you even
Show the
look?
judge the contradiction in the photo.
Yeah.
Okay? It's gotta be the bullet right here, right?
Yeah, the bullet
Bam.
hole. Take that.
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Yeah.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol.
Uh-huh.
Yet, there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Yeah, who could it be?
Yeah.
Could be the bailiff. I don't know. Or it could be
Order.
Gregory himself.
Order.
Order in the court.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired.
Yeah.
One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door.
I think that's
Remember that the
the...
defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out.
Yeah.
In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
True.
Mr. Wright.
True that.
Who could that someone else be?
Could be either
Murder,
Gregory...
of course.
Wait, what?
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright,
What? Don't you
look once more at the
even
DL6
say.
incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary. That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point.
I think it just went out
The
of the
second
elevator
bullet has never been
thing.
found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist.
No.
The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that had made the bullet hole in the door.
No.
That's gonna be hard to debunk.
Order!
I would have order!
Order in the court.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident.
Yeah.
However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet.
It would just like went past through the
all we
elevator
have is the
after it
single
was
bullet
shot.
fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong?
Or
Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
no.
What are you doing, Nick?
No.
Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick,
No.
if the second bullet wasn't there, then all of my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
Right? But
Sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But
well,
now,
because the other
I was wrong to think it
was
could
the
be that
bailiff.
simple.
It could be the bailiff, right?
This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick,
Unless
well,
Karma.
it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident.
he took away some
Only
of the
one
evidence.
bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not.
Can you raise an objection?
So you killed your father,
Please.
though that was not your
I
intention?
object.
Yes, I did.
It was an accident.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of
So
Gregory
he
Edgeworth
fired
runs out
once and
today.
It was an accident. but
Therefore,
then-
I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Oh,
right now.
Thanos.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
Come on, object.
I've been here before. They It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? No objections. I have an objection. I don't. But maybe we can waste time. So the statute of limitations runs out.
Right.
Objection!
That's what he said.
Your Honor.
Earlier.
I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Ooh, Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect.
Dang,
Oh,
it's
no.
perfect.
Ah! It must exist. The second bullet. Mia? Mama Mia? What?
Whoa.
What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where?
Where?
Someone took it.
Wait.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from that, Mr. Wright.
No.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
No.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But, the murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
You? I'm just kidding.
I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet? But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it, the murderer didn't need it. We're just gonna go with the murderer didn't need it.
You didn't need it?
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
What if it's you, Karma?
He had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think of why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright?
Ooh.
Yes,
whoa,
Your Honor.
Whoa.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you
Yeah.
mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer?
What?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Oh, like it ricocheted off and then hit him too?
Oh.
Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. But what if that's what really happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot? And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it worked, yes. Wait, Miles threw the gun, accidentally shot Yogi, that's when he heard that scream. Miles fainted, Yogi got the gun because he got shot and was mad, shot Edgeworth, and then he left with the other bullet because the bullet was still inside of him. That's what it is.
Oh, whoa,
There's
that
a
is
problem
so
with that.
freaking crazy.
The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murder came from outside, yes. Whoa.
Outside?
What the heck? Game changer.
Whoa.
Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it.
Oh, the Bodo.
The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness.
Wait, who did that murder be?
Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Wow.
Whoa.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I can't deny the possibility of what you say.
Ooh, alright.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it!
Hey, no
one
denying.
involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh?
Yeah?
I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy?
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
What?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma.
Whoa.
He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. That makes sense. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured?
Whoa.
Which would mean, it could only mean one thing.
He was
the murderer
the killer.
in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
Oh my
It was Von
gosh.
Karma.
He was guilty
man.
all along.
Something wrong,
I keep
Mr.
on
Wright?
saying that
See?
just because like
Yes.
he looks so menacing and evil because
no,
he
Your
is.
Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
Yes.
I guess we gotta save it because we don't have any evidence that it was Von Karma.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time.
Right time, baby.
Mr. Wright, something the matter?
Nothing
I'm fine,
is
Your
the
Honor.
matter.
Shall we carry on with the trial then, That said, we have no farther to go. All that is left is the finish.
No. No,
In other
say
words,
it right now.
the verdict.
Go! Say it! Say it!
What? Not yet. Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer. Yet, you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect. Which means your conjecture is worthless.
No, you're
And will
worthless.
be rejected. Of course. Nick, now's no time to be holding on to that trump card. The trial's almost over.
Come on, say
All
it!
right.
Say it!
I
Say
may
it!
not know what I'm doing, but here goes.
Go!
Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma! Von Karma?
He's not even shocked, he's just like smiling.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? Huh. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. It would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Oh my gosh.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no
Doctor.
use. Edgeworth. I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well.
What?
He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
Right?
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself.
I've
Wait.
been there. What?
What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
In his dick
is it
hole.
still
Just
inside of
kidding.
him? Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Wait. We still have the metal detector. Show evidence. All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. We only have
Oh my
one
gosh.
more chance.
Yes, you have
I'm
one more
pretty sure it's
chance.
the metal detector.
Yeah, I think we have to use
The evidence
that.
that proves Von Karma was
Thank
shot
you
is...
to Yanni.
Makes
Lani.
noise when
Lana.
metallic
Lana.
objects are near a
What the fuck?
useful detection device. Please.
Yes. To that.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Yes, guys,
That would be
still
so funny. It's just like he ate a coin, but didn't actually go out through the butthole. It's
For
still
all
inside
these
his
years?
body.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Metal detector time.
We could use this metal detector.
Yes, right,
Well, Von Karma,
right.
I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
Yeah. Don't object that.
Uh-oh,
He's sweating
someone's
bullets.
I refuse.
Dude,
You refuse?
why do you refuse?
But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Come on, metal detector or not?
Fucking
Hey.
order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use this metal detector.
Yeah, metal detector or not?
Uh-oh, sweating again. Call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
No, we have to know the
Statute of
rights.
limitations runs out on this case today.
Right.
It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
So let's get our metal detector out and just go. Ding, 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 ding.
I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. What does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot.
Yes.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Is it gonna be like?
I'm so glad I thought of that metal detector thing. Uh-oh, 3 beeps, you're screwed. He reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder.
Right shoulder, you
Bullet.
say?
Mr. Von Karma? It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What?
What do you mean?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident.
How do you know?
Claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
How would you know?
Come on, you guys don't
Who
believe that.
shot you?
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove?
Why is he
I have
wagging?
no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
Dumbass.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, he has the other bullet, though.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But, you see, I have proof.
Is it the other bullet, though?
What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. It's
He's
gotta be the
waiting.
bullet.
Yeah,
Because
that
if
gotta
that
be.
bullet is the same as the bullet in his shoulder, then he's done. But I only have one more chance, so this has gotta be it.
Yes,
Take
yes, yes,
that!
yes. Take that!
That's a bullet? Where did you get that?
Oh, we
Bullet
got
used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth.
Right, yeah. You do remember
The bullet
that.
is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Okay.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern.
Yeah.
By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
Very. Very indeed.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. Very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth.
He's sweating.
Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then, we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet.
Come on now. It wouldn't hurt.
Solve
Like,
this
just
case
bring out the
once and for
surgery,
all.
man. Ching.
Well, Mr. Von Karma?
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit! Oh, he's
man.
having a tantrum
He's
right now.
whining pretty loud there.
Tantrum,
Oh, boy.
tantrum.
That's gonna be a mess right there. That scream. I've heard that scream before.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I know.
Uh-oh.
Help! I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you.
Hot ass breath.
Stop breathing my air.
Kabsh.
Get away. Get away from my father.
Florida.
Bang.
Bang.
Ah! That Von Karma pussy boy scream. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago.
Oh my
Von
gosh.
Karma, it was you who screamed. Yes, guys, and he screamed like a little pussy. Mr. Von Karma. Whoa! Edward! Only you would dare defy me. So it was you.
Oh my gosh.
You and your father are my curse. Father shamed me with a penalty on my record. Damn, dude, chill.
Yeah, chill.
You-
Take a chill pill.
A scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! Dang, dude. That's
Dude.
permanent brain damage right there.
Right?
15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened.
But then.
There was a noise.
Kabsh.
I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
Destiny. And that's when you go kapang.
In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him.
Dang.
Later, he spoke to a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. How is his face still fine after banging it on that wall for like 10 seconds?
Right?
Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring it into this miserable charade. Now, end it! Very well.
Kapang. Gabble.
It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze.
Right.
15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent. You are innocent.
He really is
As you
innocent.
said, it was all a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Gabble.
This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty.
not guilty. Woo!
Twice! Oh!
Yeah, and the confetti again.
Ah, ah,
Don't
ah,
worry,
ah,
I'm not guilty, though. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Carter's turn.
What about Karma? Is he gonna go to jail?
I think so.
December 28th,
I mean, he's
5:38
supposed
PM,
to.
District Court
He's the
defendant
one who
lobby
was
number
shot,
2. We saved Edgeworth.
Gregory.
That's all that matters. Right here, deep down in our heart. Nick! Nick! We did it! Did you
Yay!
see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual.
Haha!
He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed!
Crushed him
I gotta say,
hard.
I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd
Nice,
had
Nick.
it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time, myself.
Aw.
But now it's all just a good memory.
Good memory!
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Yeah, it's over.
Right. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to say this.
Say thank you. He's gonna say thank you.
I know. Try thank you.
Alright.
I see.
Miles, just say it.
Thank you, right?
Aww.
You're welcome.
With that handsome face like
you
this.
could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
Aww.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal.
Nice.
And tonight, let's party! Dinner's on me! Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month.
Of course, because of what happened.
See, Mr. Edgeworth?
And for the past, like, court trial.
That's how you say thank you.
There you go.
I see.
Right.
Woo! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Unguarded? What the fuck?
Hey, y'all!
Oh, Lotta?
The hell
She
you doing
there?
here, Lotta?
What's she doing there?
Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college in 2 days. I
After
gave
2
up trying
days.
to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. What about them
I'm
UFOs?
still in Coolidge,
Really?
but
That's too
you know,
bad.
break is about to come up.
Isn't that the hot dog
Summer
guy
break,
from
I
the
mean.
park? Huh? Oh, Harry's thinking
Oh,
freaking butts.
butts!
It's over, Nick.
The butts,
My life
butts.
is over.
It's
Sad
over!
face, Larry. What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
What do you mean?
You don't look sick. It's cute.
Fiance.
She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick.
Paris?
She's leaving me behind.
Dang.
Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am.
Yeah, let's hang out, bruh.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in
Excuse.
celebration. Celebration?
That's my celebration. I
That's
just
unusual
burped.
for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it.
Actually, like
Nick.
Larry and
Suit that
Gumshoe
question me.
can actually be
Says treat.
friends.
That's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Right? Yeah? What's up?
This guy.
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Oh, money?
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
You should give me money.
It's $38,
Damn.
right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
Right?
$38 exactly? Oh,
38?
Harry stinking freaking Butts is the kid that stole the money. No wonder he was absent that day.
How?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in
Yeah,
school?
right?
$38. No. No! Larry, it was you?
Come on, Larry.
What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history.
Yo,
Edgeworth,
butts.
you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day.
Right?
Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Of course, we keep on
I know,
remembering that.
I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
All right.
I'd say so, yes. There you have it. does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you always have been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too.
Excuse me?
The death sentence to both of you. Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor.
Excuse me, bro?
Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Then we'll have been best friends forever.
Want to switch right? Hey y'all, line up. I'll take a photo.
Oh, a photo?
Hey, photo time. Let's go.
Oh, memorable moment?
After that,
for all of these
dinner
characters
only.
together? Good shake?
Let me see that photo.
Yeah, I want to look.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom.
Freedom!
Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Where's the picture?
December 29th.
We want to see the
5:02
full
a.m.,
memorable
Rain Cone
picture.
Law offices. Damn, they going to work that early?
Huh.
You got me messed up. Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday.
Really
head
overboard,
hurts.
bruh.
Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep.
Where am I?
What's this? A letter?
A letter? Is it another money? Oh, it's from her.
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course.
Yeah, we do know
I wanted
that.
to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless.
No, you
So I
weren't.
decided to go back to my training. No! Maya, no!
No, don't go!
Become a
Stay with
full-fledged
us!
spirit medium for starters.
Stay with
Say
us!
it to your face, so I left this letter.
Come on,
Bye,
girl!
Aww,
Stay with
come
us!
on!
Stay with us!
Bye! What time is it? Gah, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! Yes, to the station we go! Is she even on this train? I guess I'm too late.
Or not.
Hey!
Hey!
Maya!
Maya!
So, you're leaving?
Huh?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
You'll be good.
Aw.
No worries.
Hold it!
Whoa, what?
Yeah, hold it!
Hold it?
You ain't going nowhere! Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Yeah.
Huh?
You were a
The
big
last
help.
day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister?
Yeah.
Yes, only her voice, but still.
She attached her
It was at the
spirit to
very end
yours.
when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
No, you stood
You were
out.
the one who stopped on Karma, Maya.
Yes.
Huh? I didn't do anything.
No, you
All I
did
did
do
was wander
something.
around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Wait, what?
Evidence?
You got evidence that
Show
she
Maya
has?
some evidence to cheer her up. What the heck? The
it
only
was the
reason we knew that
polybird.
there was a bullet inside of On Karma is because Mia told us that there was a bullet, and it was from this. So we're gonna say,
no.
take that!
I think that's the wrong
Bullet?
one.
On Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. Oh yeah, she was the one that took the evidence.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought it's because the bullet matched
That
the
is
one
true,
that
that is
Karma
true.
had in the shoulder.
True that,
But
true
she
that.
actually grabbed the bag. Duh.
Yeah.
This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
Aww.
I'll be back soon.
Big ol' hug. I want the
I'm
big
going
ol'
to
hug.
complete my training and come back.
Come on, just
Okay.
give us a hug,
Wait.
Maya. My hands are reaching up
Of
in the
course
air
you
like I
will.
just don't
You
care.
can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya.
Big ol' hug first before you go. Come on now.
Aw.
Give us a big hug. Oh.
Thanks, Nick.
No hugs. So, I'm just left out right in the air. Like I just don't care.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page.
Well, there is gonna
And
be
say
a new
goodbye to the
coming.
novice defense attorney that I once was.
Aww.
Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Wow,
Really?
that was it.
That's the end of the whole
very end
game?
of the first Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. Oh, and there's the photo of all of them. Let's go.
Awesome.
Victory.
So that's the
I
whole
hope
game
all
through?
these people are in the next game.
Wow.
They all gotta be there. If not, I'm gonna be sad.
Wow,
Capcom,
oh my
damn.
gosh.
I can't believe I'm this late to the Phoenix Wright party. Hold it.
Oh, there's another
Oh,
hold
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, whoa.
A brand new episode has been added.
Oh,
Rise from the Ashes.
whoa.
Oh dang.
New
okay,
episode?
so the first game isn't even over. There's a
Oh,
Rise
okay
from
then.
the Ashes episode. If you guys want to see that, make sure you guys give this video one
Big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Kubz Scouts is that dude. And I can't believe it. There's actually another episode. Like, I thought that was actually it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my last game reaction video for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And so, see ya! And don't want to be a order in the court. 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 Order in the court.